The results of the past. The Crypto Otaku back again for some more Crypto Chaos and the news. How the hell are you guys doing? How you doing? We're still live, right? We're still live. $87,000 Bitcoin. Not quite. But we're almost back up there. 86K with 945. Yeah, on the back end. Oh, we're almost back. Tyler back in the house with the Doom. Right out the gate? Really? Right out the gate with the Doom? Really? Come on! Oh, Jesus. No! No! Alright. We're not totally in Doomsville yet, but we're getting inching ever so closer, tighter to the top range of our channel, right? We've been watching this now for, man, how long has it been? Couple weeks we've been playing this out. Let's get the moving, dancing mascots out of the way. Let's get them out of the way. Oh my God, Godzilla's so freaking cool though. Anyway, guys, how you guys feeling tonight? Crypto Jared in the house, also Otaku live with the latest and the greatest. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Get me all hyped up, ready to go. At work so I can blow up the chat today. Dang, nice. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us throughout this stream. But yeah. Quick recap from last night, of course. I'm tired, guys. I'm sick and tired. What am I sick and tired of?
We're gonna win so much.
Winning.
We may even get tired of
winning. Damn it. No more winning, guys. Yeah. So of course, like always, we're winning. Why? Where are we winning? Because every single night we show you what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Where is it going? Where is it trading? It's pretty much range bound, right? And we still haven't invalidated this ridiculous super bull candle prediction from what was it? Friday? It was Friday. Yeah, it's almost a week old. It still hasn't been invalidated yet. I will laugh my ass off if that plays out. That takes us all the way up to what, 120K or some ridiculous number. Again, yeah, 120,000. We'll find out, will we? We shall. We're going to keep doing it until it's proven wrong. But what we're actually realistically looking at, guys, is, of course, this parallel channel right here. We've been looking at this every single night. And I wonder if I could just toggle these off. I think I have all these grouped up. Maybe I don't. I think I made a new one. Dang it. It's a bit messy, guys. But bear with me. I'll clean up the chart real quick to give you guys a better look at what I'm looking at here. Really? Is those three not grouped together? Yep, we're going to create a group of drawings. It'll toggle that off, and I'm still missing one. Damn it. Let's just throw that in there too. And yeah, those will be our ritual sticks. Those are our ritual sticks for our, our ritual. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anywho, so yeah, this is what we've been watching, right? This is what we've been looking at every single night. And yeah, Bitcoin's basically range bound. It actually hasn't even really touched the bottom. You can say it kind of touched the middle of that parallel channel. And this is, again, until this is invalidated, up or down, it's still in play with a high of 90K until we'll break out upward, or a low of 82. And that's pretty much the bottom if you look at any chart. Our live heat map right now. Of course, we're going to bring you the one we look at every single night for free. Kimba, bring it to you on YouTube for free, right? Don't pay for something you get for free, right?
What are you, stupid?
No, we're not. We're not stupid. That's why we're going to Kimba on YouTube for free. Anyway, so Kimba right now showing us that we keep breaking on through these sell walls, and the next biggest target we have for sell walls are pretty much kind of where we are right now. That's starting to build up a large amount, right around 88K. Below us is that big buy wall that everyone wants to hit. and pick up some more right around 82. So again, we're range bound for the time being until the orange man says some positive spin on either tariffs or Fed rate cuts, which he has no control over, right? Because the central banks, that's all, and that's their game. Anyway, so this is what we're looking at, of course, for Bitcoin. Let's clean up the chart a little bit, and we'll oh my God, look at this. all these previous days. Okay, and then previous resistance or support was 87K. So we're gonna have a little bit of a hard time getting through that just briefly tonight. If we can't get through that tonight, we're going back down, guys. We're going back down to retest 84K. That's the next big range. But I don't know. I don't think I see that quite yet for our future. We'll get into that, of course, by the end of the stream and have a better idea when we get through all of the sentiment, the market sentiment, right? Head Dagger in the house as well. Super Bulls in this chat. Yeah, Super Bulls still on the chart, right? It's crazy. Super Bulls still on the chart. Still in play, possibly for tomorrow. Although we're still looking at, for your weather. For your Bitcoin weather, we're still looking at a possible bounce off of this top of the channel right here, and then returning us back down to 87K or even possibly lower if we get some bearish news into Friday. Again, guys, we have that crazy what do you call it? A March's expiry, and the kind of like towards the end. It's like the end of the week. It's always on Fridays, but this Friday is going to be the last Friday of the month. So we're still going to start the next week off after the options expire. So I'm excited to see what happens there, right? Excited to see what happens there. Okay. All right, let's get through it, guys. Let's get through it. We got a lot to go over in terms of our daily metrics, right? Well, let's get through it. Okay, here we go. U.S. national debt sitting at currently $36,646 billion in national debt. Not slowing down. We just keep printing borrowed more money every single day. Currently, the Doge tracker's a little higher today. Look at this. We actually bumped the numbers up today. $130 billion roughly in savings. I would estimate that's going to be at least $200 billion more after they rough in all of the Department of Education savings, right? And that's still not totally finished yet, right? I don't think it is. Anyway, Fear and Greed Index for the stonks still sitting at around 29. It's about the same number we had yesterday in fear. And Fear and Greed for Bitcoin and crypto assets still in neutral from yesterday. Now in fear. Oh no, I just refreshed it. Now it's in fear. Oh no, guys, it's the end of days. It's over. Sell everything. Of course, I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah.
What are you, stupid?
No, we're not doing that. But the Dixie is. My God, this Dixie is still pumping today. 1046. Look at the 104.6. Jesus, it's actually on a tear. This is probably on the backs of the news of the. I don't know if you guys heard about it yet, but the. There's a possibility that we are going to reassess our gold reserves, right? And then the price of gold may skyrocket on that news, because the last time we've actually evaluated gold that's in Fort Knox or in general in our treasury, it was worth 46 bucks. What is going on with that? Hopefully I can find an article and we can dive into a bit of that too tonight. Some crazy stuff happening, guys. There's one of my personal watch lists, but yeah, you can take a look at that too. Well, of course, we're taking a look at the top 100 crypto projects here on the day. Things coming down a little bit on the evening, but everything was looking pretty good today. On the day, everything was up roughly around 2 to 3%. We're coming down a little bit on some of this stuff. But yeah, we're coming back. Slowly, we're coming back. We are consolidating, right? We're consolidating. And take a look. It's been a while since we looked at the top. Oh yeah, let's look at what's down on the month. Take a look at what's still good for you guys to buy, right? What's up for the taking?
I'd buy that for $1.
Well, if you believe in pi, which I absolutely don't, it's about down 50%. I think that coin's going to crypto hell because they just keep dumping more and more of the coins on exchanges. The supply is probably not going to run out for a while. We got fetched down about almost 20%. Of course, a great project there. Injected down over 20% on the month. But majority of the coins are not down enough, in my opinion, to be picking up stuff in a steal just quite yet. Other than that, Jasmine still is. Look at that, down 18 places in market cap and sitting right around 30% off. I, of course, want to recommend everyone to pick up a bag if you believe in that project, right? That's all I got to say. It's my favorite. It's my favorite altcoin, guys. I'm sure some of your guys is too in the chat. Kay Lily in the house as well. I know you like some Jasmine. I know you do. Anyway, moving on. All right, what else we got in the top 200? Any other good takers to be picking up right now? What is that? Deep Book, man. Deep Book. Are they trying to do a play off of DeepSeek? Jeez. XCN. Look at that. XCN's still down 34.5%. Also, 34% down on XCN. A good bag to be picking up too if you want to DC into a solid project. If you believe in that as well. Radium is also down 34%. What else we got here that's worth picking up? FTT, I don't recommend that. That's FTX's token. Virtual Protocol. That's also down about almost 30%. Solid project there if you guys are looking for a AI agents play, right? The solid project there. It's the only thing I can really recommend, but you can see right there, like you got Pulse Chain. Isn't that rebranded to Sonic now, right? Isn't that Sonic now? I'm pretty sure. Pulse Chain's down also 30%. What else we got in the top 300? The top 300 coins. We got some coins breaking out, but we don't have any coins really down that I'd recommend. Toshi, I know a lot of you guys are out there collecting some meme coins, but I'm not recommending you do. That's also still down 35%. That will probably be the biggest of the shout-outs I can mention. There's Mog, another meme coin, down about 20. And, of course, AI116Z, which I haven't heard anything about in a while. It's kind of got pushed to the side for a bit. Okay, let's move on. Oh yeah, and Cubic too. I know a lot of you guys have mentioned Cubic to me as well. Good project, solid project there too, down roughly about 20%. Okay, moving on. Market cap for Bitcoin's dominance still getting closer, back up to 62% dominant. What does Michael Saylor say? I wish I had that quote. I don't think I do. But he said in the front, who's dominance? He said it in that crazy rant from back in 2021.
Right when the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best?
There is no second best. But then he also went into some crazy rants like it's not like 90% dominant. It's more like 99% dominant, right? So you guys know that quote, right? Anyway, so yeah, Bitcoin's market cap right now sitting in about almost getting closer to that 62% dominance. It doesn't seem like we are faltering any time soon, and that's why I keep saying the altcoins are probably going to run, and we're not going to be able to look at this as a key indicator like we did in the past bull runs. Okay, it's just the way it is. So keep your eyes peeled for some opportunities, and Bitcoin is just going to be on gobbling up, right? People are just going to keep on gobbling up Bitcoin, especially with GameStop. We just covered that yesterday. GameStop's buying in probably multiple billions of dollars with Bitcoin here soon. We don't know. We shall see. All right, top 10 in our space right now. Any big movers? Looks like Avalanche got pushed back a little bit here at 13 today. I think it was at 12 yesterday. Toncoin's kind of getting pushed back from Chainlink, moving on up to 11. Everything else in the top 10 is pretty much roughly the same. Nothing really new to write on home about there. Sui moving a little bit forward, back to 17 in market cap. Shiba Inu hanging on there. Holy crap, 16 with Stellar Lumens. Yeah, pretty cool stuff happening right now. And of course, we're moving that damn Pi coin the heck on out of there. Sitting at 24 in market cap right now. You guys know I hate that coin, right? Just making that very clear. 77 for Barachain. Geez, that fell quite a bit too. And of course, we are giving our shout out to Jasmine, moving up about 3 in market cap today. Again, a lot of progress happening with this token out there. Anyone who's following it, there is a lot of money to be made in our market here soon, guys. Here soon. And my favorite metric, we covered this yesterday, and I got so giddy because we got a new record low for Bitcoin on exchanges. Guys, how many Bitcoin are left on exchanges today? Ooh, look at that roll on over. Let's see if it's any different today than it was yesterday. Oh, no, it looks like it still is rolling on down. So we probably have a brand new low today. Look at that, 2.18 million. That's crazy, guys. Was it that low yesterday, or was it lower? I think this is a rough estimate because it's not letting me click on anything between these 2 days, these 2 time frames. But yeah, so yeah, we're probably sitting on a new all-time low for Bitcoin on exchanges. This is huge, guys. Don't fade this, right? This is my favorite indicator because this is all that's left. 8 billion people on the planet only have 2.18 million left on exchanges to fight over. And again, all these coins are not even up for grabs. This is just what's being settled on exchanges right now, or being held on exchanges, as the ETFs are all settled. About 95% of all the ETFs settled in the United States and the world are settled on Coinbase. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So don't fade that one. It's my favorite. It's my fave. Isaac Incisio in the house. How's it going? What's up, Otaku? Yes. And of course, Kay Lily, and of course is also a Jasmine friend. Yes, he is. Jasmine, my only friend, she says. Wow. That's not true. I'm your friend too, Kay Lily. I'm your friend too. Cryptic Jared also saying Jasmine for the win. You guys know it, man. I don't need to say anything about Jasmine. There's already enough love there in the chat. Just go. What are you waiting for? Just go out and buy some. Oh my God, it's down like 35%, 40%. It was like one of the first regulated cryptos in the world, yet alone the first in Japan. Enough of that. Right there should sway you to buy some if you don't hold any, or at least look into the project. Please do your own due diligence, do your own research. Right? I'm not telling you what to invest in. Not your financial advice. You guys know the drill. Anyway, Michael Saylor, of course, purchased more Bitcoin this week. Now, of course, putting its holdings up to 506,000 Bitcoin. Insane stuff. It's the largest company hold ever, right? Ever. And iShares Bitcoin Trust getting closer and closer to 600,000, if not already, right? This is so out of date. Although this moved up a little bit. That was 197 on Fidelity. They're probably closer to 200,000 now. Nah, it's still behind. 20 days. I'm over it. Bitcoin Treasuries. I'm so over you. I have to go find our other source again. Bitcoin Rainbow chart, price chart, of course, is telling you to be buying. Guys, be buying. I know this thing's obnoxious and colorful. Like me, apparently. I'm not like that, guys, but seriously, I have a colorful personality, I've been told. I've had a fortune cookie last night, said I have a magnetic personality. Anyway, right now sitting in around 87K. Bitcoin's still in the buy zone currently, up until around 99.1K. Guys, we're not even back into accumulation zones. Accumulation zones now going to last us up to 135,000. Are we ever going to get to still cheap? Still cheap is between 135K and 187,000. Guys, it's so early. We're not even in the crazy part of the bull run yet, and we're late in the cycle. Traditionally, we would see a Bitcoin breakout like mad rush around February to March, right? So we're already a month or two late. Are we going to get the bull run started here soon? Well, I'm going to let you know by the end of the stream. We'll see. All right, top 10 assets in our space, or in the world, in the whole world. Bitcoin's sitting at number 8. Only took 15 years to get here, right under silver. Nothing has changed here. Nothing has changed. Let's get to some news. Silk Road creator Ross Ulbricht pokes fun at eBay. I thought this was kind of cute. I'm not quite sure where he's getting at with this, so we're going to find out. Teases new online marketplace, as of course the Silk Road founder himself, who accepted Bitcoin for all sorts of goods, including illicit ones, which again, he created the marketplace. He did not create the crime surrounding it. Anyway, the infamous libertarian was serving 2 life sentences for selling drugs online in exchange for Bitcoin and had languished in prison for nearly 12 years. Ross Ulbricht, who was, of course, pardoned by Donald Trump within the first 2 weeks of his office, right? Taking office. Ulbricht's eBay jab sparked speculation about a new possible online crypto marketplace, maybe. Ross Ulbricht knows a thing or two about e-commerce. His site Silk Road generated more than $200 million in sales, according to the U.S. Customs and Immigration and Enforcement, ICE. And now, after a frustration with eBay's less than stellar customer service, seriously, I'm getting screwed like all the time. I just sold speaking of which, I just sold 2 items within the last 2 months that got shipped to other countries, but they got lost or damaged within eBay's international portal, right? Their international portal, which they basically take your package and then repackage it and then send it to the customer, and they screw it up. They screw it off. I can't say enough bad things about eBay currently, and their fees are too damn high. And they took out PayPal. I got so much of a gripe with eBay right now in 2025. The former Boy Scout turned drug lord, really, hinted a return to e-commerce. Hopefully a legal marketplace this time. Albrecht has served 2 life sentences and an additional 40 years after being convicted on multiple charges on the Silk Road. Do we really need to catch up on all this all over and over and over and over again? Yes, of course, Donald Trump pardoned him in January 2025, of course. Just a couple of weeks after he took office. Anyway, on Tuesday, Albrecht expressed his frustration with the online auction site eBay when it failed to verify his identification for more than a week. He had been trying to auction off some personal belongings, and then on Wednesday, Albrecht family got the hint. eBay knew about his past and didn't want him on their site. Wow, he got de-eBayed. Oh, jeez. So he thought about launching a competing platform. Interesting. First time I felt discriminated against since going free, Albrecht posted, gee, maybe I should start my own e-commerce website. What do I call it? Don't call it Silk Road. Jeez. The former lifer was probably joking. If not, he already had several high-profile supporters. Zeus Bitcoin Wallet offered to assist Albrecht with setting up a Lightning payments platform. The Lightning network is a Bitcoin layer 2 solution for cheaper than faster transactions. We'd be happy to help or at least get you up to speed, Zeus replied. DMs are open. So yeah, he's got connections already out the gate. But Saifedean Amos, author of the revered text, The Bitcoin Standard, jokingly offered a much more cautious advice. Just do garage sales this time. So, yeah, just take it on easy. Just take it easy. So it would be kind of funny if he did actually start another e-commerce site, wouldn't it? At least be on the founders board of one, right? He doesn't have to do it himself. I'm sure he's gonna get a lot of pushback if he does. All right, moving on. Let's check on the chat real quick before I continue. Oh no, Silk Road 2.0 is happening. I'd buy that.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, Jesus. And then what's up? Yo bro, Yo Mars, Yo Ma, right? Yo Mars. And thanks for your update, Paul. Yes, of course, anytime. That's what I'm here for. We're I'm here to basically witness the fourth turning with all of you, right? God, the fourth turning. Anyway, Fidelity Investments to launch its own stablecoin. Guys, the stablecoin wars have begun. We talked about, 3 stablecoins now this week? This is another one. Fidelity Investments to launch its own stablecoin entering tokenized U.S. Treasuries market. And Fidelity Investments is reportedly planning to launch its own stablecoin, making its entry into the tokenized U.S. Treasuries. We talked about how, the CBDCs are basically coming in the Trojan horse form of stablecoins. Yesterday, covered by Bitcoin Magazine, was one of the best articles that we read in a long time from Bitcoin Magazine. Got to hand it to them out there. Shinobi, pretty awesome stuff. I've had my fair share of articles. I'm just like, who wrote this? But that one was solid yesterday. Anyway, Fidelity Investments, the Boston-based $5 trillion asset management firm, also reported planning to launch its own stablecoin. The stablecoin launch seems to be heralding Fidelity's entry into tokenized versions of the U.S. Treasuries. According to the Financial Times report, the asset manager's digital assets division will manage the stablecoin. The report, which cites that anonymous sources, states that the Fidelity is advanced stages of testing its token, which is expected to compete with Tether and USDC. At the time of writing, March 26 at 12 p.m. You guys remember when the USDC got depegged in 2023? I do. I've been waiting for another bank collapse to witness another one. But yeah, of course, guys, keep your coins on your self-storage, hardcore storage, now cold storage wallets, right? And away from exchanges. And I, of course, don't recommend you to be holding any in stable coins. I hold, of course, all of my loose change in Bitcoin. Not financial advice, this is what I do. Anyway, which is expected to compete with US Tether and USDC at the time of writing. Data from DeFi Llama also showed that the USDT $144 billion and USDC $60 billion account for close to 90% of all the stable coin market capitalization. The revelation, Jesus, the foggy lenses of my laser vision, right? Jeez. The revelation of Fidelity's stablecoin launch plans comes less than a week after the asset management firm filed to launch a digital version of the U.S. money market fund at the end of May. This fund is expected to compete with those of rivals of BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, like Fidelity, and the two other rival asset management firms are also involved in digital assets. They're looking at taking advantage of the U.S. A changed stance on cryptocurrencies under the Trump administration. That's right. Meanwhile, Cynthia Lowe Bassinet, head of the digital assets management at Fidelity Investments, quoted the report discussing tokenization, which she foresees transforming the financial services industry. She provided an example in which tokenized assets are used as collateral to meet margin requirements in trading. Here we go. So the banks are in, the asset managers are all in. They're creating their own tokenized stable coins, and other countries are as well. It seems to be the change of the times, right? The times are changing. Yes, Daddy in the house, and he said the word. He said chaos. Yes, he did. And yeah, thanks, Danny, for joining in, man. It's been a minute. I think a couple shows, right? Of course, my favorite, Vegeta. What does the scouter say about Bitcoin's power level? It's getting close to 90,000. Not quite there, but getting close. U.S. House stablecoin bill goes live in a flurry of crypto activity on Capitol Hill. Another reason why we're seeing all the stablecoin craziness, gold rush, right? Because they're going to make so much money on fees. It's ridiculous. The U.S. Congress, and they can control the Capitol. They want control, guys. They need some sort of control, and this is how they're going to do it. U.S. Congress opened a priority for the crypto industry as to quickly finish a stablecoin oversight bill, and the House of Representatives have released the text of its version on Wednesday, following on the heels of a recent committee approval on the Senate counterpart. The House version, introduced by Representative Brian Steele, who leads the House Financial Services Committee crypto panel, and Representative French Hill, the Republican chair of the overall committee, governs the way companies can issue dollar-denominated digital tokens. The new version of the gap between the House efforts and the Senate version of the bill. Steele said during the conference appearance on Wednesday, the Stablecoin Transparency and Accountability is for Better Economy Stable Act is a strong continuation of the work on digital assets as in the last Congress. Hill said in the statement, the Senate Banking Committee has already advanced in its own version of legislation with a strong bipartisan vote. So it moves now to consideration on the Senate floor. Representative Tom Emmer, one of my favorite representatives, Tom. He laid it into Gary last year. It was amazing. And of course, the year prior to that as well. And he didn't, unfortunately, I don't think he actually, no, I'm thinking of someone else who was trying to defeat Elizabeth Warren for Boston. Was it Boston? Or Massachusetts, yeah. The House Majority Whip, who had among Congress' top crypto advocates for years, said the two bills have some minor differences that I'm sure can be ironed out. Also on Wednesday, Emmer reintroduced the Securities Clarity Act, which seeks to define on how crypto assets might fall within the securities law framework. Interesting, because he had such a pushback in that previously, of course, with Gary Gensler, in the head of the Securities Commission. Emmer introduced the bill, which was part of the last year's Financial Innovation and Technology in the 21st Century Act, the FIT21 bill, alongside the Democratic Representative Darren Soto. Emmer, Steele, and many other lawmakers are involved in the crypto efforts on Capitol Hill and are appearing on Wednesday at the DC Blockchain Summit, crypto policy event hosted by Digital Chamber. Most of them shared hopes that the stablecoin effort will be completed by August. Damn, that's some quick legislation, man. As this conference wrapped up, the Senate prepared to vote on the second time for the Congressional Review Act, a resolution overturning the IRS 2024 regulation governing decentralized finance. We don't have to do taxes under crypto no more. Well, that's not true, guys. Don't listen to me. I'm crazy. But no, they are of course throwing out some of the crazy governing tactics that they were pushing, like maintaining your wallets and having only so many located assets, and it was nuts. So the groupings on that were intense, and so eventually, thank God they pushed that out, because that would have been a tax nightmare for 2024. Anyway, regulation governing decentralized finance via brokers. The Senate and House have both previously passed the resolution, which U.S. President Donald Trump has expected to sign, but the Senate must vote on it again to procedural rule requiring the House to vote first on the tax-related issues. Can you imagine what would happen if Kamala Harris would have won and the Democrats would have gotten their way with these future crypto laws? It's insane. I don't even want to live in that world. I won't even think about living in that world. That would be terrible for our space. Anyway, this one I thought was pretty interesting too. Would GameStop buying Bitcoin help Bitcoin price hit 200,000? Well, here's a crazy hopium article from cryptonews.net that I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys for the hell of it. Why not? Why can't we have a little bit of hopium? Just a little bit of hopium, right? I mean, most of us are perma bulls after all, right? I know some of us are bears out there, but you can't please everyone all the time. Despite strong institutional demand, Bitcoin has struggled to reclaim 100K for the past 50 days. Yada yada yada. We're gonna start this hopium article with FUD. Bitcoin fails to keep up with the gold's returns despite positive net flows. All right, we're gonna start this with a lot of FUD. This is like a bull trap of articles, man. A growing number of U.S.-based international companies have followed Michael Saylor's strategic playbook, including the Japanese firm Metaplanet, which recently appointed Derek Trump, son of the U.S. President Donald Trump, as its newly established strategic board advisors. It was pretty nuts. That's for a foreign company, right? You take on an American politician's son. Anyway, similarly, the mining conglomerate Mara, of course, Mara Holdings, Marathon, adopted a Bitcoin treasury policy as well to retain the Bitcoin and increase its exposure through debt offerings as well. There must be a strong reason for Bitcoin investors to sell their holdings, especially as gold is trading at 1.3% below its all-time high of $3,057. For example, while the U.S. administration adopted a pro-crypto stance following the Trump election, the infrastructure needed for Bitcoin to serve as a collateral and integrate into traditional financial systems remains largely undeveloped. The U.S. spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund is limited to cash element, yada yada yada. Not all of them now. That we are starting to get some of these to go like for like assets settlement, right? I think IBIT is going to be 1-for-1 Bitcoin if you choose in the very near future, if not already. Anyway, so they can't. Yeah, no. Anyway, currently under review, and other countries are already doing it too. I mean, Hong Kong was one of the first ETFs to announce a like for like transaction. None of this cash for cash or cash or for Bitcoin and then cash out instead of Bitcoin nonsense. Fortunately, a potential rule change currently under review by the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission could reduce the capital gain distributions and enhance tax efficiency, according to BitSeeker consulting chief architect, really? Not analyst, architect, Chris J. Terry. Someone's got to get that guy a better job title. Anyway, regulation and Bitcoin integration into TradFi remains an issue. Banks like JP Morgan primarily serve as the intermediaries and custodians for cryptocurrency-related instruments such as derivatives and spot Bitcoin ETFs. Repealed the SAB 121 bill accounting on January 23rd, and SEC ruling imposed a strict capital requirements on digital assets does not necessarily guarantee broader adoption. Really? All right, this is just turned into a FUD article. Where's the good stuff? Where are you gonna get to the meat and potatoes? Like what is it? Let's see my Spanish speakers out there. Con carne. Where's the con carne? Anyway, institutional investors remain hesitant about gain exposure to Bitcoin due to the concerns of market manipulation, the lack of transparency among leading exchanges. Binance, KuCoin, yeah, Kraken. Yeah, we know Binance is the worst. Where are you going to talk about GameStop? What? Did they really just put up a FUD article and not even mention what they went into? GameStop looks to join the Bitcoin ETF. Okay. On March 26th, GameStop Corporation, North American video game and consumer electronics retailer, announced plans to allocate a portion of their corporate reserves to Bitcoin. The company, which was on the verge of bankruptcy of 2021, that's right, till Roaring Kitty saved it, successfully capitalized on a historic short squeeze and managed to secure an impressive $4.7 billion in cash equivalents by February 2025. Stupid stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. And so, yeah, it's a growing institution is going to do we already read this stuff, really? Bitcoin decrease. There must be a strong reason for Bitcoin investors to sell their holdings. Yeah, they really didn't go into it. They really did not go into it. Like, this is literally just a AI FUD article. What in the world is going on at Cointelegraph? Really? This is one of the biggest news networks. Come on, guys. What? Would GameStop buying help Bitcoin? So I guess their assessment is no. I don't know. I'm going to take that with what it is, guys. That's just nonsense. This is why I tell you guys, I point it out all the time, these hopium and FUD articles do not help anybody. Anybody. Even make an investment decision, right? Do your own due diligence. Okay, moving on. Analyst reveals how much Bitcoin is needed for retirement in the U.S. I thought this one was pretty cool too. Again, talking about hopium and FUD articles. Here's another one. Recent assessment has provided insight on how much Bitcoin is needed for a comfortable retirement in the United States. And we can check and see if Wenmoon's working again. Last time we tried to use Wenmoon, it was down. But it's another good resource tool for retiring on Bitcoin, which I love to talk about all the time. Anyway, so let's continue on with this one. How much Bitcoin is needed for retirement? Saving Bitcoin may help secure retirement in the United States. Market analyst Miles Dutcher believes that 30 Bitcoin can guarantee a retirement life. 30 Bitcoin? That's it? Man, only 30 Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. That's only $3 million currently, right? I think that's in current prices. $3 million worth. Yes. At roughly around its current level, 86, 87K. I think that's really, really, really out there, considering where Bitcoin is headed, realistically, right? Interesting enough, the outlook retirement benchmark is closely tracking with the current market activity. Bitcoin's price is experiencing fluctuations, reaching as intraday high as 88K and around 86K in addition. Okay, so again, no one wants to say the quiet part out loud, right? We're not staying here forever. We're not. Yeah, this is basically a nothing article. This is why I show you this crap, guys. You have to do your own research. Okay, so what do we know about Bitcoin, right? We know that Bitcoin appreciates roughly around 30 to 50% year over year, regardless of the up years and the down years and yada, 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 right? We're going to have an average over a 4-year cycle, an average of about 35 to 40%, I would say would be conservative for Bitcoin's appreciation, right? So we can put that in here. If this is working today, we will find out. This is, of course, Wenmoon, guys, if you want to play with this. If it's working. This is over at observablehq.com. You just type in Wenmoon on Google and it will pull it up for you. It's a lot of fun. You can predict how much Bitcoin you're going to need to retire with. And who knows, maybe you can retire now if you already have enough Bitcoin according to your stack size. All right, so yeah, you basically put in your stack size here. Say you have 1 Bitcoin currently and your desired income to retire on. This is the amount that you will be pulling out each year in dollars, right? Dollars worth of Bitcoin. Basically, you're going to sell for about this much each year. So you can do that, and say you want to retire on 100,000. I mean, say you can live within your means and do 75,000. I don't know. Depends on how crazy dystopian future the world is, and how much eggs are going to be or whatever, right? In 2045. Anyway, annual USD supply increase, which is roughly somewhere either, this is your inflation, somewhere between 12 and 15%, I think is realistic. I'm just going to leave that there. And then, yeah, annual Bitcoin appreciation rate, I think is conservatively around 35%, according to Michael Saylor, right around that range. So, yeah, if you put all that information here, it'll add up your retirement date. And currently, if you have 1 Bitcoin, you retire in 2033. That is your moon date. And you're going to be able to withdraw, look at this, $548 per day to retire on your stack of 1 Bitcoin. Now, say you don't have 1 Bitcoin. Say you have 0.1 Bitcoin, right? Which I'm sure, guys, if you're investing in crypto right now, you definitely have at least more than 1 Bitcoin's worth of retirement savings, right? Hopefully, I would hope. Right? I know you guys are getting started too, but anyway, say you have about 0.1 Bitcoin. Right now it's about $8,000 and you wanted to retire, you could also do that as well. Say you can retire with less. Say you retire with $60,000. And of course, against inflation and the annual Bitcoin appreciation rate, your 0.1 Bitcoin you'll be able to retire on in 2024 or 2044. And yeah, again, look at this. You'll be able to withdraw $1,060 every single day. Or $1,600 every single day. Wait, is that right? Right, yeah, you'll be able to do your first withdrawal of. That's insane. So yeah, again, guys, do with this what you will, but I think it's a great tool. I'm glad to see it working again because it was down for quite a while. We stopped using it on the stream for a bit, but I do love playing with this one. And okay, say you have some crazy stack, like say you have like I don't know 2, 3, maybe 4 Bitcoin. Let's just say 3, and I don't know. You want to retire on $100,000 a year. It's pretty average for most people, I guess. Hopes and dreams anyway. I wish to retire on $100,000 a year and do nothing, sure. And yeah, so your moon date is only 2028. I mean, just play with it, guys. It's a lot of fun. So when moon, guys, when moon. All right, when moon for me, hopefully next year, right? We'll see. Anyway, okay, what else we got? Before I go any further, we're talking again more of the Hope and FUD articles. Is mostly what's out there today, guys. We're going to go over some more of those, and that's why I'm showing you, so you can discern the truth from fact from fiction. So yeah, what else you guys got in the chat? Gamma Goddess in the chat. Oh my God, I am blessed tonight with Gamma Goddess. Yeah, huge fan. Thanks, Mike. Thanks. Good evening, Otaku and Crypto fam. Thank you for your content, Otaku. I appreciate you and your presence, Gamma Goddess. Crypto JPEG in the house. How's it going, Crypto JPEG? Are you buying some NFTs soon? Jeez, I made it. Yes, you did. Danny in the house also as well, saying that he finally has a flexible schedule back. Time to put in some hours and some dry powder. Guys, I just got laid off today. I forgot to start with that. Yeah, I got laid off today, so I'm gonna have some free time here soon, and I'm hoping to sell my house soon and get on out. Maybe buy another Bitcoin or two. Right? Am I right? All right. So yeah, we're both gonna have some flexible hours here, Danny. That's right. Gamma Goddess says, I wonder if the government will back up the Fidelity stablecoin, or I wonder which stablecoin or coins the U.S. will make their official stablecoin. That's a great question. They did say that that stablecoin the Fidelity is going to put out is backed by U.S. Treasuries, right? So, I mean, potato. It's kind of a win-win. That's kind of what UST did, right? USDT. Tether, of course. What's up, Otaku? Go time in the house as well. My God, guys, everybody's here tonight. Damn. What's it going on, Gamma Goddess? Yes. What's going on, Go time? Let's get this money. Yeah, we're waiting for the money printer to go burr, and all of our bank accounts to get a little, a little extreme. With a lot of our moon bags, man. I got a lot of hodl bags right now. I'm waiting.
You'll be so rich, you can go on a Pokemon shopping spree.
Oh, yes. I got laid off, yes, a dagger, but it's fine. It's all good. When you're in crypto, why do you care, right? Especially if you've been in a cycle previously, like me and Rob and rest of my G's in here. I'm working for the dry powder. Yes, I'm probably going to have to go find something too. I don't know. Rob might get mad if I do that again, though. We'll wait and see. All right. So what's going on with this FUD article, or Hopium article? Bitcoin prices eyes at 110K. Everyone's calling for this 110K. Right, and I always say it all the time. What does Michael Saylor call Bitcoin is powered by what?
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
Yes, that's right. It's powered by chaos. And what happens with chaos? Well, usually the opposite of what everyone wants happens. Or, the people that really want something to happen, like we do, doing chaos magic every single night on the stream to do our market predictions, we win! Because we influence reality with chaos. So, yeah. That's what I see happening, and let's see what everyone's talking about, because let's just dive into it, right? Let's see some market psychology at best. Bitcoin price extended its recovery on Monday, climbing above 88K as this confluence of the macroeconomic and institutional factors boosted market sentiment. Bitcoin traded at 88K. At the present time, up 4.2% in the last 24 hours. This was 1 hour ago, right around the time we started the live stream when I pulled this on up. The rally followed this last week's 4.25% rebound, yada, yada. Yeah, here's a pie chart for whatever reason. The trading volume market share of the South Korean exchanges. Really? Is there a kimchi premium happening again? I don't know. They're not talking to it. CoinGlass noted in the tweet about 7,000 Bitcoin open interest was added on the Bitcoin Binance futures, suggesting an increased trader exposure and imminent volatility. All those futures traders out there. Arthur Hayes also eyeing that 110K target, as we talked about that earlier in the week, but warns of a retrace of 676K. That's right. That's what he was talking about. And yeah, it's kind of what I've been eyeing too, guys. I've been eyeing this return down to the fire sale, right? We keep pulling this down here for the Super Bears every single night, of course, for fun. But eventually, we may actually see that retracement if we break through this one way or the other. This parallel channel we've been watching now for a couple weeks. If we break on through there, the upside, we could go up and then also come right back down. And at full force, because all of the bulls could be, gone from setting up these new levels. So we're looking at a few, scenarios to play out, right? The narratives right now are basically going to be Trump having anything positive to say about tariffs before April 2nd, and then the options expiring for Bitcoin on Friday. That's right, this Friday. I know. So that's the two things we're looking at, and I still think it's going to be a little lackluster. Usually we see a bit of a dip or a downfall on Fridays because of this, but I think because we've already had this huge sell-off prior, right? There's not too many people gonna be wrecked and liquidated this Friday. So I don't think it's going to be as extreme as people are expecting. So maybe a return down to like 72, or our fire sale target at the lowest, in my opinion. But realistically, maybe somewhere between 76, like Arthur Hayes is saying, is a realistic target. So, I mean, I'm all for it. And it's going to be short term. Don't freak out. I know you guys are new. The people that are new, this is scary stuff, right? But Bitcoin's not returning down to like previous all-time highs from multiple cycles ago. It's not like we're going to go back to 36K or anything, right? Okay. So, anyway. Moving on. So yeah, that's of course where everyone's eyeing right now. And typically when everyone's looking at the same target, everyone puts up their sell orders and we do not hit it. So just throwing that out there as well. Of course, history does rhyme. The Fed will shift its quantitative tightening to quantitative easing, Hayes claimed, expecting liquidity to drive Bitcoin demand. He also downplayed the long-term impact of U.S. tariffs, calling the temporary disruptions to broader price trends. Hayes suggested that Bitcoin may eventually target $250,000, but emphasized that the likelihood of a pullback after the 100K level is possible. Bitcoin's ETF inflows returns to strategy buys more Bitcoin, and they're not stopping. Of course, they just put in another shares sell-off as well. Bitcoin price faces resistance at 89K as bulls test key levels, and it's actually a little higher than that. I've shown it here before on the live heat map from Kimba. Don't pay for something you get for free, right? And yeah, currently, they're setting up some big buy walls right now, all the way up there, guys, at 102K, 101K, something like that, right there. That's the biggest sell wall we have right now. Sorry, sell wall. Below that, we have about 92, 95. So I think that's 92K. It's getting a little. Gotta squint to see that, man. Let me see if I can up the ante on this. Not really. Yeah, there that helps a little bit. So yeah. So about 92K on that. That's the next biggest sell wall we currently have, and then we got a whole bunch of little choppy stuff here right before 90K, which we're referring to about 89K Bitcoin. That's where everyone's starting to build a wall. It's not quite that strong yet, but it's popping. It's gonna popping. So we could actually return back down to retest 82 relatively quickly and bounce right back through 89 to 90, I would say, by the end of the week or by the beginning of next week. So that's what I'm looking at ultimately. And again, against what everyone else is saying, I think it's going to be very short-lived. Very short-lived. Especially with everyone else doing the Bitcoin gold rush. My God, GameStop, guys. Like, they actually did it. It's crazy. And we're going to see how much they're going to allocate. I think they already did. I just showed you that huge dip in all the exchanges. I think they already did it. Stablecoin reserve surges, traders eye fresh liquidity. That's another thing we haven't taken a look at in a while too. How big the stablecoin market caps have gotten. Let's take a look real quick at coin market cap and see how big is Tether right now. Look at this. About $144 billion sitting there waiting, just frothy, foaming at the mouth to get in on probably Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all, of course, the big L1s, XRP. Everyone's just waiting to get in. I don't know what they're waiting for. What are you waiting for? Sitting on the sidelines with 144,000, they're waiting for two things. They want tariffs to be gone. They want Fed rate cuts. That's what they want. They want two things. That's it. All right. Let's get back into it and check them in the chat before I go any further. I want to leave you guys behind. Man, there's so much. You guys are crazy tonight. Yeah. Oh, wow. You have a job for me in North Tampa? Is it McDonald's? Go time. You're funny. Yeah, no worries, Otaku. You do fine with or without that job. Crypto is going to come through for you and all of us this year. I love what you have to say tonight, Gamma. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Go Time says, hey, Otaku, do you know anything about machine shop? Actually, no, I'm actually a graphic designer. I joke around all the time about working at McDonald's. And maybe I do, maybe I don't. But yeah, I'm also a graphic designer at heart. I like my creative side, of course. Anyway, so yeah, Gamma Goddess, 100% Danny. Danny saying that our patience is being tested with all the chaos. He said it again. Oh my God, that's two, Danny. That's two now. Our patience is being tested with the chaos. Yes, it will be pay off eventually. Hold the line, guys. We got to hold the line. That's right. We got to hold the line. Hold the door. Hodl. That's right. Hodl be thy name. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Go Time. Thank you. Please, if you guys haven't already, you like the show, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. We're getting so close to 500 subs. We're building this channel up, and yeah, Max and Rob are not going to be happy if I'm not 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I'll be shot. I'll be shot dead. All right, so we'll all be happy at the end of the year for sure. Those of us that do indeed hold the line. Yes. Let's go. Alrighty. All right, so what else we got going on here? Trump's Bitcoin reserve order removes last existential risk, says Bitwise CIO, according to Matt Hogan. Yes, we talked about him so many times. Of course, that's the Bitwise CIO, right? Not CEO, CIO. This move solidifies Bitcoin's standing as a credible financial asset and removes the lingering fear of government crackdowns. That's not Matt Hogan. That is Senior Orange Man. Bitwise Chief Investment Officer Matt Hogan believes that President Donald Trump's recent executive order to establish a U.S. Bitcoin reserve has eliminated the final major threat to Bitcoin's long-term viability, right? Mass adoption of governments, mass adoption of corporations, mass adoption of financial institutions, bank cartels, and everything else, right? It's over, guys. It's already happened, and no one's talking about it enough. In a note to clients, Matt Hogan recalled his first exposure to Bitcoin in 2011 when the cryptocurrency was trading at just $1. Damn, man. I think I just started working in a big way back then. 2011. Damn. Seems like a blur. Despite its potential, he described the earlier days as fraught with risk, unreliable training platforms, custody issues, and regulatory uncertainty. Today, however, Hogan argues that Bitcoin offers the most attractive risk-adjusted return in history. That's right, in history. As I just showed you guys, when Moon, an average of 35 to 40%, annual return. If you hold Bitcoin for at least 4 years, you're doing pretty damn well, and you cannot get that with the U.S. stock exchanges. Over the years, the key developments have reduced Bitcoin's earlier vulnerabilities, and the launch of Coinbase institutional custodians like Fidelity and approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs have provided the asset with structure and legitimacy. Yet one concern remained: whether the U.S. government might attempt to ban Bitcoin as it once did with gold. You can't ban Bitcoin, as many countries have come out and said the same thing. Russia just did that last week. They said, we could not ban the Bitcoin. It is not possible. Right? Am I right? They did. Bitwise CIO says, now is the best time to buy Bitcoin. Matt Hogan says Trump's Bitcoin reserve removed the last major risk, making it the backup plan if... getting to the Twitter article. If... where do it? If the dollar weakens. Yes, if the dollar weakens. Yes! Of course it weakens! I mean, it's a little hard to rip, but you can certainly... you can certainly burn it. And as we do every single night, burn it in a Benny. That's just what we do. Anyway, so yeah, Matt Hogan, very, very bullish on crypto and risk on assets coming here soon, maybe. But definitely Bitcoin. Definitely Bitcoin. All right. Anything else, Matt Hogan? The great de-risking of Bitcoin. Now is the best time in history to purchase Bitcoin on the risk-adjusted basis. And, of course, that was the Twitter article he had shared. If I had only invested $1,000 in Bitcoin after that meeting back in 2011, it would be worth $88 million today. Instead, I left the office and got a coffee. When Bitcoin was $1, if you would have just spent $1,000 on it back then, whew, man, I wish I had $1,000 to invest back then, or even was smart enough to invest back then. 2011, man, I was a baby. Not a baby in real life, but like, you know, like just getting started, got out of high school, just, yeah, baby. It's, all right. So of this, around 103,500 Bitcoin is expected to be held long term, as some of the seized coins will return to victims' crimes, and including yada yada of the Bitfinex hack. Trump also instructed the U.S. Treasury Scott Bessent to Secretary Howard. What are they getting at here now? Bitcoin dominance perceived seriously threatened. Bitcoin would be a better fallback than alternatives like the Chinese yuan and other fiat currencies. Yeah, we know. Yeah, it's all the rest of the stuff here. But we do have some other stuff to go over. And, of course, the real news segment, which is, of course, on Twitter, coming up here soon. Let's check and see if anything else has developed since we started the stream, catch up with the chat, and then get into the real news on Twitter. Anything happening here? It looks like GameStop. Yeah, I predicted this last night, guys. I said, what is it? Probably going to go to $30 a share or more. Let's see, where did they land today? GameStop, of course, jumping 12% after Bitcoin plans announced. And no one was really putting two and two together last night. It was a little too early. Of course, the bell had already rang by the time they got the news out. But yeah, they announced 1.3 convertible notes offering, of course, printing the money. Not printing the money, but offering the shares up. And of course, going right into Bitcoin. Just like Michael Saylor does every single week. So yeah, they're doing a similar thing. Ooh, they got so close. I was so close. About 30. Yeah, no, actually, I think I was right. No, I think it did hit $30 a day. It just fell down recently. Okay, I think. Or no, that's what they're. Yeah, they predicted that. I think I was still on. I think I was still right on it. Anyway, so yeah, the company reported a net income of 1.13 million. Yeah, we've already been all over those metrics so many times now. More companies adopt Bitcoin reserve strategies. Yes. GameStop's following lead of strategy, Bitcoin strategy, of course, Michael Saylor's company, MicroStrategy, which first added Bitcoin to the strategy back in August of 2020, which, man, that spurred my entire reign into crypto. As of December 2024, strategies stock had gained 3,200% since adopting its crypto strategy. Metaplanet, of course, also following the lead, did the same thing. We've been over this so many times, guys. And then Similar Scientific also. I always forget about that one. Also, but very small compared to the other ones. According to CoinGecko, 32 publicly traded companies now hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets, and they're growing. They're growing, and they're appreciating better than any other stock offering out there, right? All right, what else we got? Anything else popping up? Oh no, Pi Network free fall. It's going to a penny. Newsflash. Anyway, GameStop bets on Bitcoin despite financial woes. Fidelity joins stablecoin race. Yep, I think we've already got all of the headlines today. Looks like everything's been pretty much covered. All right, cool. Where does that take us? That takes us into the real news. The real news on Twitter. Guys, please, if you haven't liked, subscribed here on YouTube yet, please do so. We're getting close to 500 subs. But also check me out on Twitter as well, where I give you a similar set of content with, of course, a Twitter flair. Michael Saylor shared this today, guys. Let the game begin. Of course, sharing one of Roaring Kitty's famous pictures to hype up the market. So yeah, I would not be surprised if Rory Kitty is back in our radar again soon. All right, Michael Saylor also doing the little dance with the CEO. This is probably AI. That was definitely AI. Oh geez, we can actually test this theory real quick. Where's the grok? What? They don't have the grok on that. What? That's weird. It's on the previous post, but yeah, there's no grok check on the corner there. That's weird. I'm assuming it's AI. Anyway, Michael Sarah also posted, what's the minimum amount of Bitcoin that GameStop needs to buy to be respected by Bitcoiners? And yeah, apparently everyone's saying $3 billion or more is a king move. Yeah, I think $1 billion is fair. To be honest, $1 billion is fair. But honestly, if they want to survive for a long term, just throw it all on orange. That's what I say. Of course, if you guys haven't had any orange pills yet, please. What are you waiting for? You got to get orange pills. You got to have some one of these. It's a little bit of financial freedom. Oh, it's gone. I just dropped an orange pill, guys. Right on my keyboard, too. Oh, yeah, we just moved right into down the list there. Jeez. Oh, man, I just went, like, all the way down the list. What happens when I drop an orange pill on my keyboard? Yeah, so you just got to have one little orange pill. And you're good, guys. You're fine. You just get to at least one Bitcoin, I guess. If you could try. It's getting harder and harder every day. Anyway, what else is going on? You don't get rich from revenue. Even Americans that earn six figures say that they are living paycheck to paycheck. I have witnessed them, guys. I actually just got laid off today from a company that there are 4 siblings on the payroll from the owner. The owner's 4 children. Right, and they're not making diddly squat, or they're making a lot of money compared to all the other workers, but they're not. They're living paycheck to paycheck too, and they're. I definitely see it for sure, including people making over $200,000, depending on the state, for sure. People are struggling. You can't afford to make ends meet anymore. And again, if you're not making at least 20% more every single year over year, as of course Bitcoin allows you to do, then you are falling behind because the dollar is depreciating at a rate of 12 to 15% on average. Yikes. And of course with that and the rising prices and purchasing power decrease, yeah, it's insane, guys. It's crazy. Anyway, before we go any further, let's check up on the chat. 100% Danny, what's going on with the chaos? Yes, the chaos. Gamma God is of course pointing out the chaos. We held the line. We'll all be happy by the end of the year. Yes, for sure. Gamma says Danny. Go Time says got to hit it. Talk to you guys later. Take it easy, Go Time. Thanks again for popping up tonight. Danny as well. Good night, Go Time. 6-figure paycheck. Check the paycheck. Yes, maybe real miserable to live paycheck to paycheck like that. Put it in Bitcoin. That's right, Jared. Yeah, put it in Bitcoin. All right. Let's continue on. What else we got tonight for you? Well, BitBoy, right? We talked a little bit about this last night, but I wanted to bring it up again. Guys, back in 2020, I really actually appreciated BitBoy's content. It was a different show back then. It was totally different. It was before the Hit Network and all that stuff rolled out, the Discover Crypto thing, right? And yeah, BitBoy was kind of a little bit of a trip for me because I really love conspiracies, right? And he, to me, before he even met with Alex Jones, I was like, dude, I'm getting an Alex Jones vibe from him, and he's talking all these crazy things, and some of them came true. So it reminded me of kind of Alex Jones, and he mixed with our space so well that he kind of brought that into it, especially when he actually was out there and met with Alex Jones, and he was interviewed multiple times. Pretty cool stuff. And then all this stuff happened in 2021 with the Lambo and the girlfriend and the wife and all the other things happening. And then the whole BitBoy network thing, boom, crumbled, and it hasn't been the same since. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get a shout out to him. He's having tough times. He's just doing his thing, and he probably needed a few more of these than he had some other medications or drugs or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I wish the best for BitBoy, and I really do. I think he's seen enough. He's seen enough tough times and needs to just relax. Take some time off and work on you, my guy. Work on you. All right, Jack Dorsey says Bitcoin will make the current financial system feel as irrelevant as the fax machine. I love it. I love it, Jack. Oh, man. Oklahoma House passes the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill for Oklahoma. Yes, it did. Oklahoma House. So now it goes on to the Senate in Oklahoma. Moving on. Guys, Arizona has already passed it in their Senate, too. We're just waiting for them to enact it. Other states are already making moves. Vietnam to cut tariffs in U.S. products, including cars and gas, to avoid President Trump's reciprocal tariffs. Guys, we're getting some countries to start capitulating and knocking off some of these future tariffs for their own countries. Hopefully, there will be enough to go around. Yeah, maybe we'll get a little bit of positive spin on tariffs at the beginning of next month. We'll see. And then breaking, GameStop to raise $1.3 billion to buy Bitcoin. That's what they're currently putting out for their reserve. That's huge. I mean, the United States hasn't even put a dime in it yet. All we did was just take repossessed assets and throw it into Bitcoin. But 1.3 billion, that's crazy. I think that puts them in the third place of U.S. I think second place in U.S. held Bitcoin, maybe third worldwide in terms of companies. I don't know. I don't really know exactly where that puts them. We might have to get another part of our metric segment where we're just looking at companies holding Bitcoin and watching that in the near future as well. All right, Congressman Big Geek, I don't know, says that the U.S. will be buying 1 million Bitcoin soon. It's coming.
Network on Earth. With an eye to fiscal responsibility and innovation, the legislation outlines a plan to phase in the acquisition of up to 1 million Bitcoin, or roughly 5% of its total final supply over 5 years. Importantly, this will be done without raising taxes or increasing government debt. The Bitcoin Act is designed to be budget neutral, relying on Federal Reserve remittances, which exceeded $76 billion in 2023, gold certificate revaluations, unlocking additional capital without new spending, and updates to the Exchange Stabilization Fund. These mechanisms allow us to build a strategic reserve without burdening taxpayers, while also potentially offsetting long-term national debt.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. They haven't started putting real money on the table yet. God. So far this week, GameStop is going to buy Bitcoin as a reserve asset. Yes, we've been talking about that. It's crazy. It's all over everywhere. I can't stop sharing it on Twitter. Just in, President Trump says he also hopes Fed Jerome Powell lowers interest rates. He just tweeted it, yeah, or I guess he said it on his Truth Social platform. And then Protest Fiat says 21 million Bitcoin, 60 million millionaires get to 0.1 Bitcoin as fast as humanly possible. I'm telling you guys, there's not enough to go around. 8 billion people on this planet. 60 million millionaires. Not every millionaire could even have 1 Bitcoin if they wanted to right now. Not at all. But not every millionaire has the ability to even put a portion or even a quarter of their net worth into Bitcoin, right? That's not how that works. So millionaires are always taking into account their net worth, right? So their house, their cars, or their art, whatever, all in physical, tangible things. And yeah, they don't really have just capital laying around most of the time, right? So it is hard. It's hard to finance that, and it's gonna take some time. But eventually, we're gonna run out. There will be none left to purchase in a big way. Is Robinhood next to buy Bitcoin? According to Michael Saylor, Vlad Teniv shared this. The great wealth transfer is coming with all the gold on the boat. And then Michael Saylor retweeted this and said, buy Bitcoin. Just buy Bitcoin. What are you doing? What are you messing around with that boat for? Why do you got gold on a boat? It's going to sink. Why would you move it from place to place? How long would it take for a boat to get to the other side of the planet with all that gold on it? Just buy Bitcoin. You don't have to transfer anything. It's like real estate in the digital world, and you guys know his rants. It's crazy. But I can just see his mind just twirling there. It's hilarious. I love it. Justin, Oklahoma passes. Yes, we already covered that. Or it was Oklahoma. Of course, Texas joining Arizona, Texas, and Utah. Yeah, we got 4 of them now, passing possibly in the Senate soon. Jack Mullers explains why Michael Saylor's Bitcoin strategy to a 4th grader. This was fun. This one was fun. I like.
How would I explain it to a
simple.
4th grader? I would say to a 4th grader, there are 2 things you can own. One of the things only goes down in value. One of the things only goes up in value. Which of the 2 do you want to own? And I would expect the 4th grader to say, I would want to own the thing that goes up, not down. And then I would say, good, that's correct. how much of the thing would you want to own that only goes up? And I would expect a fourth grader to say, as much as I can.
Exactly. I thought that was cute. Shout out to Jack Mullers. He's one of my favorites, man. God, as soon as I saw him on the stage when he announced the Lightning Network back in, what was that, Bitcoin Miami 2021 or 2022? I think it was 2021. I was blown away. He's definitely toned himself down since then, but my God, he is definitely OG. OG. All right, GameStop GME, of course, adding Bitcoin to the treasury. We can't cover that enough. Halfway to 1 million Bitcoin and beyond, says Strategy, the official Bitcoin strategy page. Look at this, guys. They're getting close. They're halfway to 1 million. What he means by that is 1 million on their balance sheet, right? And according to Strategy, Mara is the next one in line with 46,000 Bitcoin. Riot, of course, next miner. 18,000 Bitcoin, and then Tesla with 12,000, Coinbase with 9,000. Damn, what? Coinbase is only holding 9,000 Bitcoin? Oh, wow. And then BlackRock with 8,000 Bitcoin. Block. That's not BlackRock. Of course, the assets under management, that's different. We're talking about companies' treasuries. Kathy Wood predicts Tesla will 10x by the end of the decade, surpassing the 8 trillion valuation. Interesting stuff there if you guys are bullish on Tesla. Dick Diamondi, Brutal American. The bull run starts now. BitBoy's in jail with no bail. That was when it first came out. Yeah. And that, of course, brings us full circle into, yesterday's news. Guys, we did it. We went through all the news. That's all the news. All right, let's check the normies. Check on the chat. What's going on in the chat? Is that Kevin? Kevin, Smokes. Where are they at? Smokes now. Come on, let's go. Jeez. All right. Vanessa Kirby. Lakers, Pacers. What's going on? Eben Moss. Normies love their sports, guys. They love 3 things. They love sports ball, they love celebrities, and they love video games. Not particularly in that order, and mostly it's sports ball and celebrities these days. Army soldiers missing in Lithuania. Chipotle still talking about closing restaurants apparently, and bankruptcies. Wow, that surprised me yesterday and still surprises me today. Dak Prescott, decaffeinated coffee recall. Why would you want decaf? Okay, all right, whatever. Do you guys? You do you. Marjorie Taylor Greene's trending for some reason. Brian Windhorst, Mega Millions jackpot winner. Oh my God, guys! If you just only invested in this thing, you wouldn't have to play the lottery no more, and hope to win with the astronomical odds of 300 million to 1. David Harbour, Alex Iola. Grigor Dimitrov, these have to be sports ball players for sure. Good American Family movie, IDK. Auto tariffs. Okay, the normies get at least one little point today. Just 1 point today. Jonah Platt, Lady Gaga tour, Christy Noam, Wizard 949. Stranger Things trailer. Ooh, we're getting more Stranger Things. Excited for that. Anyway. So that's what the normies are looking up. We're going to get into the normies searching for Bitcoin or not. What does it look like? Probably not, guys. Probably not. In the last 5 days, 7 days, 5 business days, it's pretty much flatlined. Yeah, we are almost at the record low for Bitcoin searches on Google. It's still coming in at about 36. Some of the lowest we've seen here in the last week or so. All right. What else is going on in the chat? Let's see here. 6-figure paycheck, yes. He will figure it out eventually. My state is slacking. Come on, Oregon. Yes. Let's go, Oregon. Coke in the glass bottle is a game changer. Coke and whiskey, my guy. Yes. Like your buddy Julian, right? I'm just going to do the whole stream like this now. Jeez. Take one for me, Otaku. Yes. Crypto Jared, this is for you, my guy. Salud. Jesus. And you said it before I did. Yes, Kevin said it before I did. It looks like, yes, it looks like his rum and Coke. It's a whiskey and Coke, but it's the same thing. Cheers, Otaku. Gemma Goddess, thank you. Cheers to you as well. Much appreciated. God, I do love the Chair Boys so much. I wish they'd come back. Man, I miss them. Back to work, Crypto Jared. Yes, yes. I will see you later, Jared. Have a good one at work. Have a good one. All right. So where does that take us now, guys? That takes us into the market prediction segment, where we're going to take a look at the predictions for tonight. Let's see. Anything happened? Looks like Bitcoin rolled over a little bit since we started the stream. Currently sitting at, is it still 87K? Really? Yeah, 87,289. Not too bad. Not too bad. We started the stream at about 86.9. So we're up roughly $400 or $500, something like that. Here or there, right? Up a little bit. We did touch as high as 87.5 within the last hour. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So, has anything changed? Well, we can look down here according to, again, Kimba's live heat map for free, right? Right? Don't pay for something you get for free.
What are you, stupid?
Yes, yes. All right. So, that's right. We're cheap here. We're cheap here. Cheap otakus here. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like the buy wall still sitting at right around the same place. 83, 82, 82 and a half, somewhere around that range. I think it's 82.5. And then our top right now is coming in right around 89. So that's going to be our sell wall here in a short term. And this is very, very short term. Again, it's not that big of a sell wall here yet. And the buy wall is definitely much, much greener. All right, much more, there's much more heat there, right? And a lot more orders placed at that level. All right, so with that being said, there's only one thing to show you, and that is where are we going tonight, guys? Well, as I do every single night, let me turn them back on. Our ritual candlesticks, our ritual sticks. This is how we figure it out every single night, guys. We do this ritual where we place these numbers here, representing the key time frames where all the volatility is. All of it is right in these key time frames, which is 9 p.m., 9 a.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If anywhere in the world you're following Eastern Standard Time, you know where all the money's going to be traded. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. Anyway, so moving on from there, I'm looking for my... Where is it? What? No, I can't burn stuff if I don't have my... Oh, there it is. My famous Bitcoin pizza lighter, where, of course, we're going to light the Bitcoin candle and do a little bit of chaos magic tonight, as we always do. There it is, guys. The Bitcoin candle has been lit. And we've got our altar, our Crypto Chaos altar, which, of course, we are idolizing the Moonstone for Bitcoin and doing our seance Croc Chaos, where we, of course, get everything started and burn just a little bit of a Benny. We're not back in the fire sale yet. I'm not burning full bennies until we get back into the fire sale. But there we go. There's Benny has been started, and the flame is burning. Okay, so we've sacrificed. We've done all the works. You know how much I sacrificed? About $1,200 now. Roughly around $1,200 we burned on the stream so far. Last year we had about 12 days in the fire sale zone, right? Right? Yeah, we did. And I've got a whole bunch of pieces of bennies all over throughout my entire studio. Anywho, so yeah, where does that take us tonight? We're gonna get into that. Let's get into it. All right, so quick little recap from last night. Of course, we win every single night. We win, and I'm tired of winning.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
Oh, so tired of winning. But that's what we do every single night, guys. We win. So last night we predicted we were going to come down here and retest either the top of this range or the bottom of this one. And of course, we followed our bearish target, which actually still follows our Super Bowl target from last Friday. That's right. I drew this last Friday and it has not been invalidated yet. Be absolutely absurd if it actually plays out. It takes us to $120,000 Bitcoin, which I predicted last Friday under the moon, not the full moon. This is under the moon of chaos. And, of course, with our magic and everything else. Anyway, so that, of course, is what I'm looking at tonight. A little bit more serious, though, cleaning this up. We are probably going to retest either the top of this range or back down to the middle of this range, which we've already done that today. So, again, all kidding aside, all joking aside, I love trolling, guys. It's so hard for me to stop trolling. But that's kind of where we're headed. We kind of get that started right around now. Of course, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The markets are opening in Japan, yeah, they're starting to trade. And usually, the market sees a good pump. The following market will dump it, right? They'll sell some off, and then by the end of that, by the lunchtime, you'll usually start to see a little bit of a rise, and then the ETFs settle around 3 p.m., and yeah, you just kind of settle down, right? And then that goes into the foreign market, which will be back to us, to give the ball back to us around 9 p.m. Or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, which then we will probably roll over if they approach any of our previous tops for the day. So that's, again, we just ebb and flow this all the time, and it just plays out. So, yeah, we're doing a similar thing tonight. I would imagine it's going to play out something like this with our bull, bear, and base case scenarios. For our base case scenario, I would imagine, since now we've already broken underneath this previous level of support, now is going to be strong resistance at 87K. We were stuck at 87K. Remember the bottom we were predicting 2 months ago. And once we fell through 87K, we have not been able to get back up in a significant way, right? Like a day or two, yeah, that's fine. But we really need like a week or two to really get above that and stay above water on the 87K. So I'd imagine our baseline target tonight may go back up right now, retest, fall down right around 12, come back, retest right around 3, maybe break through a little bit, then roll on over in the morning. Something like that. That would be our baseline target. It's not great, but that is what I'm looking at tonight. Our bullish target would be, okay, we're going to come back up, retest this, come back around 12. Again, zoom in a little bit more. We're on an hour. Wow, we're on the hour chart. I'm not even in the right day. Yeah, I'm still in the right day, though. It's good. Sometimes I do that and I'm into the next day. Oh, God. But yeah, something like that, our baseline is kind of just going sideways yeah, it's pretty solid. But honestly, our bullish target would be somewhere around here, and then kind of like pushing up after about noon, hitting this macro indicator right here, probably coming back down to retest and roll over sideways in the morning. Nothing too crazy. If anything, we get as high as what was it? I don't think we're going to get the top of that range tonight. That might happen Friday. If we do one last test before falling, it's going to get heated. I don't know. I really don't know. Nobody knows. Anyone who says they knows, they're lying. So yeah, maybe we can go a little higher than that on our bullish prediction. Something like that, and roll over in the morning. I'll clean that one up, and that will be our bull. That'll be our bull. And then our bear target, which is going to go right back down to 85K and some change, right in the center of our parallel channel, which is not that bad. Again, it's still bullish. Like, all this stuff I'm talking about is still bullish. If we stay above that middle margin of the parallel channel we've drawn back 2 weeks ago, I mean, that's still pretty damn bullish. What we're waiting for is the top of this to get exhausted and then fall back down, especially without any positive news on the tariff front or the Fed cutting rates. So this is just what it is, right? So yeah, we're gonna probably see maybe a bearish target come back down, try to retest, and fall back down to these lower levels in the morning, about 85K. And all this stuff, again, could flip in the middle of tomorrow, right? Like by noon, by 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. markets, we could flip this right on back and head all the way back up to that 89K level. And the longer we push this out to Friday, 89K will eventually become the top of that channel, will be 90K, right? So that's why I'm saying we could probably push 92K by Friday. Maybe not 92K, 90.5. It looks like about 92.5. But as high as 92.5, with the top of that, of course, being the previous local resistance, where we have all the way back here at the beginning of the month. So that's my madness, guys. That's what I'm looking at. To me, it's just, I've seen this chart so many times play out. To me, it's like, if you guys ever played the game Breakout back in the day, I don't know if you guys are old school like me, born with video games in the 80s, but Atari and Breakout are in television, and you're just going boop, 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 and this is just how I look at the charts. This is how I just play the chart. My mind just sees things. It's crazy. And we're just kind of binging and bopping around there and breaking through the cell walls, right? Until we just pop on through and we win. We win the game. We win. So yeah, that is our bear target right there. which right now, honestly, I'm feeling more short-term, baseline bullish. Those of you might probably my realistic targets for the nights, maybe somewhere between 87K and 88K, ending up tonight into tomorrow morning with a bit of a sell-off and then kind of a reversal somewhere like this tomorrow. Yeah, about 12. That's into Saturday. Jeez, that's far out. Something like that into Friday. So some sort of recovery upward after that. I don't know how high. Well, it just depends how bullish everyone gets tomorrow afternoon. And day traders are just talking on the golf course and all those things because it's getting a little warmer outside. I'm just super excited for summer because, my God, there's gonna be crazy talks out on the golf course like you wouldn't believe this year. Oh yeah, it's gonna get crazy. All right, and of course our super bear target, because we already got our super bull target, which is taking us all the way to is that tomorrow? No, it's still Friday. Friday target around 92K. Super bull bearish target still setting us down to the fire sale, which I actually go to lower than. Wow, we're actually bullish now on our super bear. 74K. It's close enough to the fire sale, right? I'm just gonna drag that on over because it's unrealistic and probably not gonna happen until at least Friday. Be my guess, Friday. All right, guys. So that is what I've got predicted tonight for you. Of course, Chaos Gods have spoken, and Bitcoin, of course, is powered by what?
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
That's right, Michael Saylor. That's right. All right. So hopefully you guys have a great night. I appreciate you guys coming out. Redman in the chat. Redman, are you the Redman? Like the Redman? I know Redman. Should I buy $300 of Bitcoin? I have 0. Ooh. That's up to you. If you want to hold back, I don't think a $5,000 or $10,000 candle adjustment for $300 is really going to make or break you. I hate to be that person, but yeah. If you want to check on out Crypto Future, I would recommend you over there. They talk about a lot of crypto gems that might boost your return of investment up, especially if you're new. Yeah, there's a lot of coins out there that have a lot more ROI right now against Bitcoin. I just recommend Bitcoin because of the financial, method of storing your wealth, right? You don't want to be storing your money in cash because eventually, it's just gonna fade away. It's a melting ice cube, right? As Michael Saylor likes to go. Justin Porter also says, retire Benny's and upgrade to Grant. What? Ben and Jerry's? What? Upgrade. I don't know what you're talking about. Retire to Benny's and upgrade to Grant. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, guys. So I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Please be safe. Don't do anything stupid or crazy or all this stuff right now. Don't do it. Don't sell your bags before the bull run. We're almost through this, guys, and brighter days are right around the corner. Thank you, Heidegger, for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.
The agency informed the NASDAQ and the CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
Woo! Woo! China open soon, guys. Take it easy. Later. Oh no, that's right. We're gonna go and put it in the trash. This belongs in the trash, guys. Later.